Hey, what's going on, everybody? Xander here, and we're checking out and going to be talking about today the progression in Halo Infinite, mainly with Battle Pass, with challenges, and with the events that they bring out occasionally. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. And they have an actual seasonal event going on right now, which is the Tenrai event, the Fractured Tenrai event that has come back. And let's jump into that. So basically, with this here, it first debuted November 23rd through to November 29th, and it was here for a week, and then it went away. And basically, with that week, you were able to work yourself towards these first 5 items in the event pass. And then after that, you could not progress anymore. And then now that we have it back here, January 4th through the 10th, you're able to get from level 6 all the way up to level 17. And as you can see, I have the 2 shoulder pads here. That'll be level 16, level 17. And the way I get those is basically here with the challenges. I only have 2 more of the orange challenges left, which once you complete one of those, that'll give you the next level in that seasonal pass. So I'll be able to get 16 with this one and 17 with this one. And then after that, I will have to wait until February 1st through the 7th when the event comes back to work my way from level 18 all the way up to level 30, which I'm guessing they will have challenges that'll be enough to get me up to level 30 once they bring it back for the final week. Now, jumping into challenges. Challenges reset every single Tuesday. It reset, I think it's like 1 Eastern that they reset right now. And I only have these 4 challenges here left. I have this one, this one, this one, this one, 4. So basically, once these are done, they'll give me a weekly challenge that'll let me unlock this visor here, and that'll be the weekly reward. Well, again, if you want to get through the seasonal stuff, which is the Tenrai challenges, those are the orange ones when they're running a seasonal event. Now, my main concern or my main gripe with that right now is, say when it's a reset time and you got like, I don't know, was it like 15 or 20 challenges that they give you to get through? You have regular challenges like this in the way of the seasonal ones. So if you log in and you're just looking to get yourself progressed through the seasonal pass, you can't do that because you're gonna have challenges like this and challenges like this in your way that you have to complete to get those seasonal challenges up in these top 4 to be able to get them done. Now, if you're not familiar with this system, imagine there being a thing here that shows that you click on this for upcoming challenges. That'll show you more challenges that you'll get. Once you complete these ones here, you'll get the upcoming ones that'll fill in. And then once you eventually get down to me, like the last 4 here, once you get those done, you get a final challenge that'll let you unlock. Once you complete that, let you unlock this. Again, my main gripe is you got regular weekly challenges like this that are in the way of you doing the actual ones that you might just want to do to progress yourself here through this pass. So if you're a person that doesn't have an infinite amount of time, which is a lot of us, we got jobs that we got to take care of and responsibilities throughout the day. And again, that's like, oh, they stop complaining. And it's like, well, I mean, if you're just wanting to get in here and get these things done, and you got stuff like this in your way, and if you don't want to go play Team Slayer, that's stuck there unless you skip it, and who knows what it's going to give you. Or the best one that can be very frustrating is if you get something like that wants you to play Oddball, or wants you to play the domination type playlist, Stronghold. You have to go in to Quick Play and hope that you get those. Hope that you get one of these oddballs. Hope that you get one of the strongholds that you need to actually get that actual game type done. Those kind of challenges, especially when there's an event going on, can be very frustrating because you can go into Quick Play and play like 5 matches and never get the oddball that you need to get that challenge done. That's very frustrating. Or if you're in a playlist and you have to get a kill with a specific weapon and you never get that weapon, or they put you on a map where that weapon is not even in that map, so then you got to play more games until you get a map that has that weapon. So those kind of challenges are very frustrating, and they can be super frustrating when you're working with an event going on and you just possibly want to get these done. This kind of stuff is always going to be in your way, which is very frustrating. And they just had the holiday event where you had to log in every day, play at least 1 game, and they gave you an item out of that. That right there was very, very FOMO, because with the holidays going on, there's going to be a lot of people that might not even be home and can't log in every single day. So you're going to miss out on stuff, and eventually you're going to run out of enough days to actually get all that done. So I know quite a few people that weren't even able to get everything because they weren't able to log in and play a game every single day. There shouldn't be things where you have to log in every single day or a certain day or things like that, because if someone has an entire day where they can say, hey, you know what, this is my day off, or this is my day out of school, I can dedicate this whole day to getting in here, getting this stuff done, and then moving on, they should be able to do that. They should be able to progress through this stuff when they have time to do it. This time gating stuff where it's like, no, we need you to log in every single day and play at least one game if you want to get everything. And it's like, well, whatever I can log in and play this day here for 12 hours, I should be able to do that. And in that 12 hours, get everything done. The stuff of trying to cater to where we want you to log on and do stuff when we want you to log on and do it is really very frustrating, it seems, with the community right now, myself included, even as much as I do play this game and as much time as I do dedicate to this game. So far, since they were in beta and they officially launched the multiplayer in beta, I've done every single challenge to get every single weekly item so far. And it's only Wednesday, and it just reset yesterday, and I only have these 4 things left here and then the final challenge, and I'll be done with this one as well. So not everybody has the time to do that, and it can be very frustrating when you could actually set aside an entire day and say, this is my day, I should be able to get this stuff done. And I agree with that. If you have like 12 to 15 hours that you can dedicate to playing and getting all this stuff done in one day, you should be able to do that and not be like, oh, no, we need you to log in every day. We need you to play some matches every single day. And I get it. You know, you want people on there. You want the number count to be high for your players and stuff like that. But again, it's very frustrating. It's very FOMO feeling what you did with the with the actual seasonal Christmas event we need you to log in and play a game every single day. And it's like, people are going to people's houses and relatives and friends and things like that for the holidays. Especially on like Christmas. How can you expect your player base, everybody, to log in every single day on Christmas and New Year's week when there's so much stuff going on with almost everyone that celebrates New Year's and Christmas? There's so much that people are doing that you can't expect them to log on every single day. They should just be able to do it in that week time when they have time. Just stuff like that. The time gating at specific times is just not a good look. It's not a good thing. It's very, very frustrating. Now, with all that aside, okay, number one frustrating thing with this, there's no other way to progress through stuff in the game without doing challenges. It's still a problem, even though you made it better with giving XP. You get so much XP for the first 7 games you play, and then every game after that you get 50 XP, which is still too low, I think. But the first one's, I think, 300. The next 2 are 200. Then it's 100, 100, 100, 100, and then it goes to 50. And that was a big improvement. That was very, very appreciated in my opinion, and it did help me get through the actual battle pass to get to level 100. I was able to get to 100 without paying any money to boost it or anything like that. I was able to get there by just doing the weekly challenges and getting XP from the actual completing a game. And yes, I had to be very, very diligent about that. I had to make sure I logged in and got those big XP gains that reset every single day for just playing the game. And then, like I said, I also have got every single weekly challenge done. So since they were in beta, so that helped a lot as well, because these are obviously giving you 400, 500, 350, 250, stuff like that per actual challenge. So that helped me get through there as well. But again, people don't have the time to every single week do every single weekly challenge or log in every single day to make sure they get that 300, 200, 200, 100 for the 6 or 7 games you get every single day. There should be something that if you're logging in and you're doing 15 hours or 12 hours in one day, there should be something that gives you a boost as well, other than just these challenges. And another thing is hopefully this is going to change in the future. Like I said, when this came back for the second week, we started off and we already have level 5 done. If you did the first time, it was here in November. You have these XP gains. And you have the skips. The skips you have the double XP time. Well, right now, I have an XP gain that I can't use because I'm already level 100. So that's basically no good to me until they bring in a new battle pass, and I'll actually be able to use the XP gain. Otherwise, those XP gains ain't going to help me with the Tenrai event, because the Tenrai levels only unlock when you actually complete one of their specific challenges. So when I complete this one and I complete this one, I'll get level 16 and level 17 right here. And then I'll have to wait until February to finish the rest. So the XP stuff inside of here really doesn't do me any good right now, or anybody that has the actual battle pass done. That'll be able to be used in the future. But again, my main gripes is with the challenges and stuff is the fact that there's so much stuff in your way probably that you don't really want to do to actually get it done. And that's not a big deal if you're not looking to get the weekly challenge done. Okay. But when it comes to like an event going on right now, and like the Tenrai event, and you just want to do the actual event, but you have a Team Slayer in your way. So that's making your progression slower. You can't get another event challenge up in here to be able to complete it until you get some of this stuff out of the way. Well, if you never do this and you never do this, you're only going to be possibly working on 2 event challenges at a time, which, if you look at this here, complete Fiesta PvP matches. You know how many Fiesta PvP matches, other than these 2 right here, that I've already played to complete all of the other? Like, think about it. I did... This challenge here has 2 Fiesta PvP matches played on it. Now, if you look, when I started the Tenrai event this week, which was yesterday, I was at level 5. I went from 6 all the way to 15. I'm not even sure how many games I played to get these levels done, because I had challenges like I had to get so many assists. And if someone, if you were just getting kills and you weren't getting assists, those took quite a few games to complete. So, you know how many games I actually played for this challenge to be last? They're just pretty much saying that, we need you to play another 4. Even though you played like 100 probably already, we need you to play another 4 to complete this challenge. And it's just weird. It really does feel like, we're just trying to keep you on the game as long as possible. And at the same time, everybody ain't going to have that amount of time when it's an event that's only here for a week. So to have this be, oh yeah, we need you to play another 4 matches. And we need to get another 10 headshots, even though you probably could have got the 10 headshots and you probably could have got these 4 matches done in the other 100 matches you played trying to get the other event challenges done. So, again, that's another gripe, but I have strong feelings that 343 will address this stuff and they will improve this even more. They've already said that when they got back from break, they're going to be they have a lot of this stuff that they're going to be working on. And obviously, I myself included, we've all come back from holiday break, and I look for them to fix this, and I really don't think it'll take too long. Judging by their track record, they've been pretty diligent and pretty forthcoming with information and what they plan to do about things, and they have already said they're going to be making more changes to this stuff in the future, more changes to playlists and things like that. But if you are going to have event challenges where it tells you have to go play Oddball, and Oddball doesn't have its own playlist, and you have to sit there and play like 5 games before you finally get Oddball, and hope that you actually, if it's one of the ones where you have to win it, you have to hope you have to win it, and if you don't win it, then you got to hope that it comes up again, and that could be another 10 matches. That kind of stuff, you can't have that kind of stuff. People, honestly, with jobs and school and things like that, people don't have that amount of time to hope that they get the thing they need to be able to get the objective done. And the same thing goes for gun type objectives where you got to get a certain gun. Well, if you load into a map and the gun's not on that map, you're guaranteed to play another game. And if that keeps happening, who knows how long you could be there until you finally get that gun. So just those kind of things can be very frustrating. All right, so those are my thoughts on the progression of the challenges and the battle pass and the seasonal events and things like that. I'm going to quickly jump into the store, give my thoughts on that. This is always going to be a very opinionated topic when it comes to microtransactions and video games or anything in that matter. And people are going to have a perceived value on certain things and say that's not worth it. And some people are like, yeah, that's worth it. I'll pay for that. But I'm just going to give my thoughts on some of it. We'll jump right into this one, the Enlightened Path. This one here I feel is not worth what you're actually getting. It just feels like some of the stuff that seems like it'd be really cool to have gets bloated with smaller things to jack up the price. And like right here, it would be cool to have this, but with certain things in games like this that are cosmetic, especially when it comes to first-person games, if it's something that has something to do with your character, where when you're playing the game, it's a rare occasion that you actually see your character in third person, I'm hesitant to actually pay for stuff where it's a first person game and I'm never really going to get to see that stuff. Other people that are playing against me are going to get to see that stuff. So this is cool and all, but this is something that people I'm playing against or people that are on my team are going to see, not me. And then it's filled in with, you get an emblem. You get the emblem for the vehicles, the armor, the weapon, and then that's what you're paying for. Those are the things you get. And for those items, as cool as this is, but again, like I said, I will hardly ever see it. For $20 for these items, to me, that's not worth it. Jumping in here to the Black Steel Katana, you get the weapon adornment, you get the armor coating, or not armor coating, but the weapon coating for the assault rifle, you get the charm, and then they fill it up with an emblem, emblems for armor, emblems for vehicle, and emblem for a gun. Now, to me, this is cool. The adornment's cool. The armor, I keep saying armor. The weapon ornament's cool. And the charm's cool, but then it gets filled up with all these emblems to bring it up to the price of $15. And I really feel like when they're doing that and they're bundling this stuff together, it's going to be where there's a few items that are cool to people, and then the other stuff is just like bloat. And they're going to be steered away of paying $15 for that because there's like 4 items in there that they don't really want. So with that there, I feel that a lot of this stuff eventually hopefully gets sold separately and not in bundles, because there's cool stuff in there, but it's not worth me paying $15 just to get a couple cool things. But there's my thoughts on the store. There's my thoughts on the Battle Pass progression, the seasonal progression. I have a feeling a lot of this stuff's going to get fixed. I have a feeling that these prices in the store eventually are going to get adjusted and certain things are going to come down, possibly even start selling some stuff separately. But I feel some of the prices eventually will come down. And with the Battle Pass progression, I feel a lot of those very, very specific challenges, they've already taken some of them out. I feel more of them are going to come out, or they're really going to have to, if you're telling you to play oddball, they have to have an oddball playlist. This waiting around hoping you get oddball. I mean, I've sat with a few buddies and they needed oddballs, and it literally took like 8 games to get an oddball. And that right there, I mean, people don't have that amount of time. They can set aside chunks of time, but if the chunk of time they set aside and they don't get the game type they need to get the challenge done, that's very discouraging and frustrating. But I really feel that they're gonna work on a lot of that stuff, and they're really gonna adjust it and tweak it even more than they already have. So, I mean, they've been great. 343 has with the community response to a lot of this stuff so far. It's just myself and a lot of the people included feel that it needs to go a little further with tweaking, and I believe it'll happen. But those are my thoughts, and guys, I thank you for watching, and hit a like, hit a subscribe, and I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Xander out.